The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Let's go, boys! Bring it up! Let's go now! Ancient data, ancient data! Pick it up, guys, pick it up! Shit! He's checking! Crash! Let's go! Time off! Kill! Time off!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
I'm coming.
Ready? From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
45.
Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check. Rip.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! 45 to Mike, 45. Hey, Orbit!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, empty.
Now Wentz. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And an alley to run. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
30 base.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 10-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down.
Now Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, an even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Eagles take over
Let's
first
go.
and 10
Let's go. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
40. Here we go. 120. Double time. We got 4. Watch out. Hey,
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Running with Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check flag.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Howard. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, Eagles.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Topper!
Check nine.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Tannehill on first down. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Kill. Watch twist. Rush in.
Hey, high 7. Come now.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
To throw, it's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And oh, sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
I got you. Man, I got you.
Let's go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Get it.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. Ready.
From the 31, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
61, matchbox lights.
Check. 95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
95.
Hit it.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Watch the shift.
Go.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Here we go.
Shift.
Smith trying to run for it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I'm coming after you.
5.
On 2nd down now. It's Freeman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike 47.
I don't think you got it, son.
Protein spill.
Hey, check.
Yo. Go.
47. I'm trying to collect. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Go.
Watch the slant.
They'll try and run. Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on second down. Wentz, and the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
45 the mark. Let's put him on the buses.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Let's go.
Wentz to throw again. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for Alshon Jeffrey. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it.
Brings up 4th down.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 77 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Eagles 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Right there. 54, right there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Thomas has got it, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They go play action with Jackson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Lose by 7.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 40.
Hey, exit.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Trying the right side with Howard. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Yards on the play. And an Eagle first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Check 3. Check 3.
On first down, Howard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down now. It's Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. His second touchdown of the afternoon. As they are an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Eagles 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Falcons take over
Get ready.
first and
Get ready.
10
Get ready.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. SOS. 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 SOS.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Gets through and now an opening. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
52. Block 52. 52's the Mike.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
Mike 52.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. To throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
On third down, Jackson. Being chased out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Here we go. It's 20. Great.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Kill.
Running from the gun with Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to try?
And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense,
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On second down, it's Howard. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Switch. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Santos with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 73 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT tee. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On the delay, it's Howard. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on 4th down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Freeman again. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And an alley to run. A big run there by Freeman. 56 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Another try for Smith, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points. Emmanuel Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Emmanuel Sanders, 75 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Check 52 to Mike.
Here we go.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Watch the run, watch the run. 5-2 is the Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Check, 47.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Wentz now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
46 down, man. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
That's caught by Howard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
82.
Back to throw. Wentz. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
45. Here we go. 180. What's the run? They're running it.
Wentz to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up second and long.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Ringo. 45.
One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.